long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So before I get into the video, I want to reiterate, never take financial advice from anybody on the left, period. I don't care if it's even Warren Buffett. This story from the stolen website Inside the Magic is just full of braggadocious, hubristic-filled bullshit because they're not looking at it like they never look at things in the correct manner, the realistic manner. This proxy fight has left Bob Iger and Disney weakened terribly. It has made them look bad even to the hedge funds that supported Bob Iger's slate of candidates, okay? And it has brought out a lot of issues that Iger has seemingly tried to sweep under the rug, like the succession issue, which is now he's now talking about. Content issues, which he again addresses. And other things like park expansion, etc., that has been glossed over, period. If you listen to the earnings calls, you don't get a sense of reality of what's really going on. And of course, we all wonder why the Walt Disney Company bought 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight when they're under all that debt now. These are all things that Iger will not talk about because that's part of his legacy. I bought Marvel. I bought Lucasfilm. I got Fox and Fox Searchlight. To what ends? None of those entities have been managed well. Ike Perlmutter, till he was forced out, actually tried to do the best he could, and I believe that he did. Now, Iger says here in this headline, winning the proxy fight, board's number one priority is CEO succession, and they're treating it with a sense of urgency. Really? Do you trust this guy after the hiring of Bob Chapek? You know, and I liked what Bob Chapek wanted to do, but he wasn't the guy to get people behind it. Okay. I think the Disney board made a mistake not allowing, or I think the Disney shareholders made a mistake not allowing Nelson Peltz and Jay Rasulo onto the board because I'm going to say this. Listen very closely. Who gives a flying fuck in business who people vote for? You're there for one reason, to earn the investors' money, okay? And again, it leads into Black Pill's doubting the veracity of Bob Iger when he says they're in the job of not advancing any kind of agenda. Are you? Wish landed on its face. The Acolyte is an agenda-filled, disgusting LGBTQ dumpster fire of demonic entities floating around, for fuck's sake. You're not there to entertain any agenda. All right? And then, of course, the questions are, why did you let Kathleen Kennedy get away with this? Okay, and we know why. Because whoever actually put up the money to get whatever was filmed, because it wasn't Disney, I don't give a flying fuck what that grifting prick Nerdrotic says, or any of the rest of them. That money did not come from Disney. It did not. No one at Lucasfilm even knew what The Acolyte was about. They probably still don't. And they had to finish it, okay? Why was it allowed to happen? Is it because Bob Iger was put in a corner by the fundraiser, the people who funded it? Likely, okay? Why did this get to the point where it was being filmed at any rate? Why was Kathleen Kennedy allowed to let Harvey's former personal assistant anywhere near costuming, the studio, the studios where they filmed it? Okay, why? Sets, etc. That's Bob Iger's fault, not going into Lucasfilm himself, saying we are not making this show. Don't give two fucks what you think, okay? And yet we're supposed to believe there's no agenda. It's all about the narrative and appearances.
There's always a bigger fish.
The Senate is full of greedy, squabbling delegates.
There is no interest in the common good.
We are in complete control of the planet now.
Good. I will see to it that in the Senate things stay as they are.
You thunder against me?
You have done that yourself.
So really, when the final proxy vote numbers came in, it's revealing as to Bob Iger's loss of cachet with the shareholders. When you look again at the previous proxy votes and how people jump behind him one after another, and now his shine, the gild is off the lily, the glitter is off the gold, as it were. The emperor has no clothes. Okay, truthful, all right, in every way possible. You cannot look at this proxy vote in reality in any other way. When you've got studio heads basically saying he's not as the guy he used to be. He is weakened by this, and Disney in itself is weakened by this. That's a huge deal. Look, Bob Iger right now is not Bob Iger from 10 years ago. The reality is he has led a company that is in the doldrums, that is under massive amounts of debt that he caused himself, that has been being sued by, no less than Gina Carano over the loss of her job, over, again, who the fuck cares who someone votes for as long as they do their job, okay? What the fuck is wrong with these people? But again, we're talking about people who are celebrating the suicide of one of their own because it was alleged that he hit on a 17-year-old girl without any trial, without any legitimate proof beyond he said, he said. Okay, I'm talking about the Ed Priscore thing going on. We've got Karen McCarthy being fired by Leslie Headland for basically accepting a job that she never hardly even started. Now she's suing. There have been absolutely no public statements about that lawsuit, just like with the Gina Carano lawsuit. Okay, we've got Filson suing Lucasfilm and Disney over basically product placement, copyright, basically. We've got a guy somebody suing ABC and Disney over race discrimination because he's Asian, etc. And we've got Blackwell suing over financial issues. These are just some of the things. And this all happened under Bob Iger's latest tenure at Disney. We've got Kevin Feige not doing the job he should. We've got, a very Maris Crane-like Kathleen Kennedy. We talk about her, we describe her, but no one's seen her. Okay? And the difference between Maris and Kathleen is Maris is actually cute and funny. Kathleen is known enough to be fucking evil incarnate. Okay? Why, oh why, have the issues at Lucasfilm that have been rumored to be big, and I believe the rumors, why hasn't Disney brought these to the public so we know what is going on? Now, I know it's all about the shares, right? Well, the shares are inflated because Iger decided to buy back $3 billion of their own shares to inflate the fucking price. Okay? Again, the emperor has no clothes anymore. Okay? And when I say the victory against Peltz was a Pyrrhic victory, it is. Because it can lead to another bigger fight and a hostile takeover. Because Nelson Peltz does not like to lose. Okay, and again, I'm looking at Bob Iger, looking at the rest of the board saying, why the fuck is it any of your business who Nelson Peltz pals around with? Why does it matter? Okay, I think it should be illegal for anybody in the United States to discriminate over someone's political leanings, okay? The communists in Hollywood screamed, ranted, and raved for decades over McCarthyism. We all knew they were there, all right? Now they're there, and they don't want to allow normal people to be part of the creative process. Where does that leave the creative process? Where it is, in the trash can, okay? They're only hiring their own kinds to write things now. Nobody new can break in. That's it. I mean, they don't want anybody that's going to add something of substance to film production because it might be good and it might take their power base away. And Bob Iger has been battered and bruised by this. And do not be surprised if there is a hostile takeover attempt. And to be honest, I don't think, because all we need is 51% of the vote for the board to be fired. And really, when I'm looking at some of the funds that voted for Iger, that's not out of reach. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.